Time for your ABC 36 Storm Team forecast.
We've had an incredible week of weather so far here in central and eastern Kentucky. No exception on this Thursday, and it looks like the awesome stretch of early fall weather that is going to continue for Friday and the upcoming weekend. A lot of outdoor activities, fall festivals, events going on, and it is looking dry and warm. Changes on the way, though, with a legitimate shot of some cool to chilly air and some frost potential into the early part of next week. Nothing happening around the area yet again, just cloud-free skies, beautiful sunshine. Looking good there in front of the Montgomery County Courthouse. Checking out a live look at Mount Sterling. Note 68. We had that backdoor front move through a bit earlier today, so that shifted our winds around to the north and northeast, kind of knocking our temperatures down a couple of degrees. Full sunshine there, Casey County near Liberty. We're at 71 at the Kentucky Mesonet site there. So primarily upper 60s in the east, low 70s here in the Bluegrass. And you see, compared to 24 hours ago, about 4 or 5 degrees cooler. Probably didn't even notice it. Again, what's left of Milton now, just a remnant low racing out into the Atlantic. Secondary area of high pressure filling in the gap, so to speak, dropping through the Great Lakes and into the Ohio Valley. Now, winds will back down as we go through the evening and the overnight, and that's going to mean temperatures into the low 40s tomorrow morning, so you're definitely going to need the jacket if you're out early. But with full sunshine again and winds going more easterly, I think we'll tack on a few degrees to afternoon highs. The fall meet continues out at Keeneland, a little bit on the cool side for the tailgating leading up to the first post at 1 o'clock, but a delightful afternoon. I'm sure a few folks getting a kickstart on the weekend by heading out there, and it should be nice for it. The high drifts to the south, we start to see the return flow. So wind shift to the southwest on Saturday, still looking good. And here comes a little wave of energy, which may produce a shower, I think more so into Sunday night if we see it at all. Just not a lot of moisture. That front is going to flip our pattern a bit. But let's talk about Saturday. The old daily double, Keeneland and Kentucky football. Of course, in the afternoon, it's going to be nice and warm out at Keeneland. Take the sunscreen along, and then if you're heading to Kentucky and Vandy out at Kroger Field Saturday evening, just a perfect night for football. Might want to take a sweatshirt along just to be on the safe side as temperatures drop down into the 50s as the game wears on. Now, once that boundary gets through here, it is going to usher in a decent shot of some chilly air as we see an upper level system potentially hanging over the Ohio Valley Monday and into Tuesday. So it's going to be breezy. We'll see a mix of clouds and sunshine, and that's really going to hold our temperatures down. So we're talking probably mid to upper 50s, low 60s for afternoon highs. And yes, early morning lows may dip down into the 30s. Just how low depends on whether we see the winds begin to back off a bit. Now, it does look like some warmer air will begin to work back in as we climb the ladder, but much different next week temperature-wise than what we have enjoyed this week. Clear skies, chilly overnight, lows into the low 40s. Coming up tomorrow, nice way to finish out the week. More sunshine, really nice. 74 should be a great evening for high school football. In the extended forecast, winds are going to pick up, probably being a little bit on the breezy side Sunday out ahead of that front. That's going to push us toward the 80-degree mark. Now, the wind sticks around behind the boundary out of the northwest, so you'll feel every bit of that 61. And again, with the upper level energy overhead, that could mean some clouds, maybe an isolated chance of a shower or two on Tuesday, but mid-50s. And if we clear out, that'll give us our best frost potential heading into Wednesday morning with temperatures dipping down into the mid-30s.